ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
And we have a box within a box. Oh.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 2020 Spider-Man Vintage Collection Waves Gwen Stacy. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and give this video a like and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I gotta give a big thanks to eRivera94 for helping make this review possible and letting me buy this wave through him. Really appreciate it, brother. Check out his Instagram, link in the description below. And you can see that we get this nice card. You can see Gwen Stacy over there. We get the Mary Jane interchangeable head. And then on the back right here, you can see Gwen Stacy again. And then you can swap the heads. There's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. And then nothing on the side, top, or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. So the figure comes with the 2 head sculpts and these 3 accessories along with a coffee stain. Oh, I gotta clean this review station. But anyway, I like this folder, or binder anyway, right? Looks really good. A little bit of marbling right there, which I really am just noticing right now. But for the most part, I do like the sculpted texturing of it. You can see that you get the little ribbed thing going on right here on this side. A little tricky to see, but yeah, you can see it right there if I put some shadow on it. Then here's looking at the back. And then here's looking at the side. So yeah, nice binder. I do like this. And then you get a Midtown High School yearbook, right? And this doesn't make sense if it was a textbook, but yeah, yearbook makes sense to me. So I like this as well. Even though Gwen Stacy and Peter met in college. However, this is supposed to be a cartoon-inspired set, but it's not really. Anyway, on this right here, you can see that we get Daily Bugle on this wrapped up newspaper, which is pretty cool. I do like that. And then Gwen has an open hand for holding the web shooter. I mean the rolled up newspaper right here, so you can go ahead and put that in there. So that works out very well. Then this hand, you know, it's this wide open hand that we've seen before. And working with these 2 hands to get her to hold her books and everything is a little tricky, but you know what, man, it's not that hard. You can get her posed into holding her binder and her book, and it looks pretty natural. So while the packaging for these figures were inspired by the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, the figures themselves not so much so, as you could clearly see, especially with that April O'Neil designed Mary Jane right over there. But this is clearly inspired by the John Romita Sr. artwork, especially during the death of Gwen Stacy, which is a fantastic read. I highly recommend you check that out, especially because Peter and Gwen were kind of having a rough patch with their relationship. Yep, Gwen called it. That whole thing with her aunt is really weird, bro. It's just weird. And that's what she was basically getting at with Peter, that you're just too close to your aunt, man. And then she went to London, came back, and then was killed. Very, very sad. And then Hasbro is doing this thing that I really like, where they're making the head sculpts look unique to each other. I did want to do a little comparison right here with the Spider-Gwen head sculpt comparison. Wow, she is dead in the eyes over there, right? But then comparing Gwen Stacy next to Emma Frost, you could see that. Right? Very different people. Next to Invisible Woman, you could see, you know, the different people. Also compared to Magic, you know, even inside that headset thing, you know, that very different. So I like that quite a bit. And this head sculpt looks awesome. I really do like it a lot, man. That is very cool. Unfortunately, I do have a little bit of extra paint between the eyelashes and the eyebrow right there that are tricky to pick up, but still, I really like how this came out, man. I like how the hair is kind of wafting, you know, it's windy up there on the bridge. Oh, so sad. But the hair looks great. I'm not seeing any huge seams or anything that disrupt the look, so I'm really happy about that. Nice looking black headband right over there. You have to have that on your Gwen Stacy. So very pleased to have this. And then showing off the Mary Jane head sculpt. It's kind of weird seeing this like on here, but you know, it fits on there okay. It doesn't look that weird, but this is totally John Romita Sr. MJ right over here. And by the way, both MJ and Gwen Stacy were bombshells. I mean, there's this narrative nowadays where it's kind of like Gwen Stacy's like the nerdy one and MJ was the hot one. But no, they're both hot ones. But Gwen was definitely, you know, the nerdier one of the two. But MJ was definitely more like socially aware and kind of just, I don't know, just knew how to take charge of situations. I just really like MJ a lot. But I love this hair, man. Wow, that is beautiful with the black mixed in with the red hair right here. I just think it's just fantastic. Really good head sculpt. I've always wanted this John Romita Sr. style, and man, they just nailed it right over here. I just think they did a really good job with this face. I feel like the eyes may have just landed just a little off right over here. I'm noticing that now, but it's not bad. I still really like it. And then here's the 2-pack MJ, and yeah, this is definitely for like a later design. Maybe J. Scott Campbell inspired. I'm not certain, but yeah, that's very cool having the 2 different designs right there. And I will show a head swap later on, so stay tuned for that. Looking at the rest of the figure though, I'm going to go ahead and put the Gwen Stacy head back on here just because I feel like this is a Gwen Stacy figure over anything else, but I really love the texturing on the turtleneck. That is awesome. That is really cool. I didn't expect to see that. They could have just gone with a flat black, but no, they gave this some texturing and it looks great. I also love how the trench coat is made out of a very soft material, so it doesn't really hinder articulation. I'm pleased with that. The hair is a bit on the stiff side, but you know, it's to be expected, and you have some nice wrinkles in the jacket over here. We already looked at the hands. I like that we get a cut on the right side of the skirt right here, so that helps with articulation. You don't get that on this side, but man, it just looks really good. And of course, you have those signature Gwen Stacy boots right over here, so that's awesome to see. Just really like how this came out. And of course, she has peg holes at the bottom of her feet. And I did get a little bit of a weird paint smudge thing right over here on the front of the right boot. It's a little annoying. And just to get a look at the back, you can see where the lines kind of just don't meet up perfectly right over here. Not a big deal. And you also get some serial numbers right over there. From farther away, you could really see how pliable this is. It's very cool. And then you get this whole belt right over here, which doesn't come off, but I really like this a lot. This is very neat. Nice wrinkles right here on the skirt too. I like that. Now the articulation isn't too bad on this figure either. Again, you have a lot of hair over there. So with all that hair, she'll still look up that much. A very flexible neck. Oh, bad joke. Too soon, too soon. Anyway, you can move the head forward that much. You do have a little bit of shifting forward and back like a pile driver, and some head pivoting right over here. To show off the articulation with the MJ head, and we're seeing it from farther away now, right? Looks pretty good still, but anyway, with her, you can't move the head up nearly as much because her neck isn't as flexible. Oh, I gotta stop with the morbid jokes. I'm so sorry. Anyway, the head does move down that much, and you get the head tilting still, and she'll turn side to side, even though these will get into the way. But putting this back on here, because I do, again, feel like this is a Gwen Stacy figure, you can get her shoulders moving outward that much, down, rotate a full 360. Single jointed elbow, that just bends in that much. Wait, will it bend in more this way? No. Yeah, I had it right the first time. Also, you get a swivel. Both hands turn side to side, and hinge up and down. You also get a great diaphragm joint that turns side to side. You get diaphragm pivoting right over here. She'll just move forward that much and back that much. And then the hips move, just that right leg will move outward that far. And not the left. She'll kick forward that much on this side. This side she'll go forward that much, and the legs can go back a little bit. You get an upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankles move down, up, and she has beautiful ankle it's not the most beautiful ankle pivot. I take it back. It's more like an ankle rotation. This is actually a little difficult to work with, but it is ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Gwen Stacy figure, you could see that she is standing right at about 6 inches tall. And then for a Gwen Stacy comparison, we have our 616 Gwen Stacy, and then we have our Into the Spider-Verse Gwen Stacy, I guess. And if you wanted to see a head swap, that's not looking right. She's stumpy no neck right over here. Yeah, this isn't gonna fit. The ball pegs right here for those neck joints don't match at all. And then here's Gwen Stacy next to the Spider-Man MJ 2-pack MJ figure, and you can see that Mary Jane is standing a little bit taller. And of course, I gotta see how this Romita head sculpt looks on this. Oh yes, that is perfect. Okay, it's not perfect. The skin tone is a little different right here between the arms and the face, but really that head sculpt just looks amazing on this body. I really like this a lot. This is how I'm gonna have to have this figure from now on, and I just wanted to see how that would look too, because, you know, just out of curiosity, seeing the MJ and the heads switched right over here, that's something Gwen could possibly wear, right? Or while I have the MJ head on there, I might as well show it off to the Spider-Man movie Mary Jane. And then just for funsies, to bring in the Jessica Jones figure, get a little punk rock Gwen Stacy right over here, kind of like that. Yeah, a little punk rock MJ. Dig that too. God, that looks sick. Just for the record, the new Gray Black Widow head sculpt works best on this. I love this. That is awesome. I just want to see how that looks. Alright, that works. And I'm on a head swap bonanza over here. So here's the Black Widow Deadly Origin head sculpt on this figure, and that looks really good too. And then here's Gwen next to the other noted blondes that I showed off earlier. We have Invisible Woman and Emma Frost. And then here's Gwen Stacy next to the soon-to-be-replaced Pizza Spider-Man figure, and these actually scale pretty well side by side. And then here's Gwen Stacy next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends big-time badass Spider-Man. Zombie ex-girlfriend. Zombie ex-girlfriend's still pretty hot. She lives! So So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video, and I appreciate you watching. If you don't mind hitting that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell on your way out, it'd really go a long way. Come on, man, 1 million subscribers! And a big thank you to all these people over here that go the extra mile to support on the crowdfunding. If you're interested, check it out, link below. And this figure is awesome. I really like this a lot. A very natural looking figure, no? I'm trying to get her to walk right over here, and she's on a rotating base and standing just fine, so that makes me really happy. I also like the accessories. I love that they've gone through this whole bait and switch thing with us, which is actually cooler because I would prefer to have Romita-styled Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane rather than the cartoon versions. Just me. I would rather have the comic versions over the cartoon versions, so I'm happy about that. But later, if they do want to make cartoon versions, then what's the packaging going to look like for those? I don't know. But anyway, I like this figure a lot, and at the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, it cost me close to 45 bucks. I'm going to give it a sub rating of I love it. And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see the latest Marvel news, be sure to check it all out over at marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, I'm ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a sip more shot, your face, a sip more shot, your face.